Hello students, this is a Maths Worksheet 87, chapter number 15, Commercial Arithmetic. Now here we will discuss finding percentage of a number. The first rule, to find the percent of a number, we write the percent as a fraction with denominator 100 and then multiply the number. For example, 30% of 40. So here first we write percentage as a fraction. After that we multiply by 40. So here we write 30 upon 100 multiply by 40. Here zeros cancel out by zeros and we get product 3 4s are 12. So here 30% of 40 is 12. Now the second rule, to express one quantity A as a percentage of the other quantity B, we multiply the fraction A upon B by 100. Quantities A and B should be in the same unit. What percent of 40 is 16? So here first we write 14 is 16 as 16 upon 40 and multiply by 100. So here 0 cancel out by 0 and here 4 4s are 16. So here we get 40%. So 40% of 40 is 16. So here 40% of 40 is 16. Profit and loss. Profit and loss depend on cost price and selling price. Cost price. The amount of money which you pay to buy an article is called the cost price, written as CP. And selling price, the amount which you receive from the customer by selling an article is called the selling price and written as SP. So here the formula of profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Then we get profit, and loss equal to cost price minus selling price. Now to find selling price or cost price. To find selling price, when the first rule, cost price and profit are given. So here selling price SP equal to cost price CP plus profit. Then we get selling price. The next rule, to find selling price, when cost price and loss are given, then SP equal to cost price CP minus loss. Now next, to find cost price, when selling price and profit are given, then cost price CP equal to selling price SP plus profit. Now the next rule, selling price and loss are given. When selling price and loss are given, then formula cost price CP equal to selling price SP minus loss. These are some formula to find selling price and cost price. Now students, here we will solve some examples related to finding percentage of a number. Here the first example, find six percent of 210. Now here first we write 6% in the fraction form 6 upon 100 and multiply by 210. So here first we write 6 upon 100 and multiply by 210. Now here 0 cancel out by 0. Now we multiply 6 by 21. 6 1 is 6 and 6 2 is 12. 126 upon 10. And here in the denominator only we having 1 0. So here decimal shift to the left hand side in one place. So we write 12.6. So here 6% of 210 is 12.6. Now example number B. Here we convert. Now here we find 8% of rupees 800. So here first we write 8% in fraction form, 8 upon 100, and multiply by rupees 800. So here these two zeros cancel out by these two zeros, and 8 8s are 64. So here 8% of 800 rupees is rupees 64. Now example number C. 30% of 500. So here first we write 30% in fraction form, 30 upon 100, and then multiply by 500. So here these two zeros cancel out by these two zeros, and now we get 30 multiplied by 5. So 5 3s are 15, and now we put 1 0. Here we use short method, and if we multiply 30 by 5, we get 5 zeros are 0 and 5 3s are 15. Both answers are same. So 30% of 500 is 150. Now example number D. Here we find 25% of 100 pages. So here we find 25% of 100 pages. So first we write 25% in fraction form, 25 upon 100, and after that multiply by 100. So here 100 cancel out by 100, or we say that 100 ones are 100 and 100 ones are 100. So here we get 25 pages. So here 25% of 100 pages is 25 pages. Now the next example. What percent of 40 is 16? So here required percentage is equal to 16 upon 40 multiply by 100%. So here 0 cancel out by 0, and 4 ones are 4 and 4 4s are 16. Now here we get 4 multiplied by 10%. 4 tens are 40%. So here we say that 40% of 40 is 16. Now the next example. What percentage of a rupee is 80 paise? So here first we write 1 rupee equal to 100 paise. Now required percentage equal to 80 paise upon 1 rupee multiply by 100. Now we write 80 upon 100 multiply by 100. So here 100 ones are 100 and 100 ones are 100, and we also cancel out zeros. So here we get 80%. So 80% of a rupee is 80 paise. Now the next example. There are 600 students in a school. 60% are boys. How many girl students are there in this school? First we write 60% of 600. Here we find 60% of 600. We write 60% as 6 are 36, 360. So 60% of 600 is 360. Now number of boys in this school equal to 360. So here the number of boys in the school is 360. Now number of girls girl students in the school equal to, so here total number of students 600 and total number of boys 360. Now here we get number of girl student in the school 240. Now the next example. In a class 90% of the boys passed the examination. The boys passed the examination. How many percent failed if there are 60 boys in the class? So how many passed? So here first we find percent of boys who failed. So percent mean out of 100. So here first we find percent of boys who failed. Percent of boys who failed is equal to 100% minus 90%. So here 100 minus 90, 10%. So here we get 10% of the boys failed in the exam. So here we write, thus 10% of the boys failed in the exam. Now we find number of boys who passed the exam. Number of boys who passed the exam is equal to 90% of 60, because if there are 60 boys in the class, so here number of boys who pass the exam 90% of 60. So here 90 upon 100 multiply by 60. Now zeros cancel out by zeros and 9 6 are 54. Number of boys who pass the exam 54 boys. Now the next example. A board game is bought for rupees 853 and 25 paise and sold for rupees 825.50 paise. So here we find the profit or loss made. Now here two prices are given, cost price and selling price. So here cost price CP equal to rupees 853.25 paise and selling price equal to rupees 825.50 paise. Now here cost price is greater as compared to selling price. So cost price is greater as compared to selling price, so it is a loss. Now so the formula of find loss equal to cost price minus selling price. Loss equal to cost price minus selling price. Here 853.25 minus rupees 825.50 paise. So here when we subtract rupees 825.50 paise from rupees 853.25 paise, we get 227.75 rupees. Loss made rupees 27.75 paise. Now the next example. A bicycle is sold for rupees 2140 by making a profit of rupees 153. So here find the cost price of the bicycle. Here first we write given terms selling price selling price equal to rupees 2140 and profit equal to rupees 153. So now we find cost price. So the formula of cost price equal to selling price minus profit. So here rupees 2140 minus rupees 153. So when we subtract rupees 153 minus 2143, we get rupees 1987. So here, so the cost of bicycle is rupees 1987. Dear students, in this exercise I give some questions related to above discussion. So you will do all these questions in your homework. Thank you students.